Hi there, my name is Tony Deere. I'm 41 years old. I live in Bellingham, Washington, although you can probably tell from the accent that I was born and bred in England. I was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis at the age of 18 in 1990. About that time I was a golf pro working in, an assistant golf pro working in a shop in just south of London, where I was actually a better teacher than I was player. And that's why I'm here today, to celebrate Can Do Day and try and help people with MS who want to continue playing golf, not only to continue but to keep playing as well as they possibly can. A couple of tips, there's an awful lot more to say on the subject, but a couple of tips to get you started. First of all, let's start with equipment. At the top of the bag with drivers, as you can see, the club face, the club head these days is enormous. You need as big a head as you possibly can. That just makes it more forgiving and allows you to hit away from the sweet spot and still get decent results. You can hit towards the heel or the toe and still get a decent result. This club head is adjustable, which means I can change the loft and the lie and the face angle. You can't do that in the middle of a round, that's against the rules, but at the start of a round on the practice ground, I feel how I'm swinging that day and how I'm feeling, and I can adjust the lie and the loft and the face angle accordingly. The shaft, as you know, is probably the most important part of the club. If I zoom in here, you see this one has got an R flex, which means regular. Now regular is a little whippier than the extra stiff shafts and stiff shafts that I used to have. Regular means that you can generate more club head speed and in turn ball speed with the same amount of effort. The shafts that I used to have were extra stiff, so you used to have to be stronger and more athletic to be able to generate the club head speed in your body to get the decent results. Nowadays I need help from a slightly whippier shaft. So that's drivers. Irons. This is the club that I used to use 20 years ago. As you can tell, it's a what's called a muscle back blade. There's no weight taken. All the weight is in the middle of the club face there. So you had to hit the club in the sweet spot. If you hit it anywhere near the heel or the toe, the results wouldn't be very good. The ball would squirt off to the right or left and not very high and not very far. With these clubs nowadays, the weight is taken out from the back, distributed around the outside. It's called perimeter weighting. Same concept in tennis rackets. They're bigger, they're more forgiving, which means that with the same swing, if I hit the ball at the toe or the heel, I still get a decent result. Obviously a better result if I hit it near the sweet spot, but not bad if I'm a little bit away from there. Clubs like this enable us to continue playing at a decent level, even with the same swing that we always had. There's so much good equipment nowadays, and we owe it to ourselves to make the game as easy as we can by getting the equipment that's best suited to us. What next? The makeup of our bag. As you can see, I've got a lot of hybrids and woods in here. One of the hybrids I have down here. The longest iron I have in my bag is actually a 6-iron. I go from drivers to 3-wood up to the hybrids. The hybrids are so much easier to hit than long irons. You can hit them out of the rough, out of fairway bunkers. They get the ball up in the air much quicker than long irons. I would suggest, very heartily recommend you get hybrids rather than long irons. Moving on to exercises, stretches. There's a couple of stretches I always do before every round. This is one that's called the downward dog. You probably know it. Hands face down, palms face down on the ground, soles of the feet face down, down on the ground. That limbers up the back of my legs and my back and my hamstrings. Another one that I do, I have this gizmo called a swing sock. It's about 4 pounds. I just put the club head into it, strap it on, and before going to the first tee, I just swing it a couple of times. It's quite heavy and it feels quite awkward, but it does limber up the back. A couple of those before every round makes you get to the first tee feeling relaxed and with the big muscles, the important muscles in your back and legs, feeling stronger. There's just a couple of points. As I say, there's a lot more that you can do to make the game fun and easier for you, but that'll do for now. Thanks for watching. I hope you can continue playing golf and have fun, and I'll see you next time.